Anything that I have now is because I worked for it. I literally came from nothing.
What's it take to be great? I swear I give my all. A steady Kanye and put the picture on the wall.
What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. My previous video, I was talking about how I failed at Amazon FBA. And today I want to make a video talking about how I succeeded with Amazon FBA. So if you liked my previous video, or if you like this video, or maybe you just like me in general, please subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. I'm trying to provide value. If you feel like I'm providing any type of value or providing you with any types of gems, please share it with somebody else and maybe we can help each other out on this journey of entrepreneurship. But basically, today I wanted to talk about how I succeeded at Amazon FBA. Because my previous video I was talking about how I failed. But you know, you continue to fail, you get back up, eventually you will succeed. So in this video I want to talk about the steps or the strategy that I have with Amazon FBA. So with my Amazon company, I was struggling. I couldn't figure out how to sell on Amazon. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find good products, why I couldn't sell anything on Amazon. And basically what it came down to was I ended up going deep into Facebook groups. I started messaging people, asking questions, and I've learned very quickly that asking you shall receive. You know, act like you know nothing at all. Ask people and they will tell you. There's a lot of people that want to share knowledge because it makes them feel important when you reaching out to them and they're just, you know, starting their business and they're a little bit further than me. But at the end of the day, you know, in this type of business with Amazon FBA, it's kind of like a lonely type business because the majority of the time you're spending it on your laptop or, you know, at your office. You're usually at the house working on this business and it's kind of lonely. So these Facebook groups, I've noticed that there was a lot of people that were interacting with each other, talking about how their business was growing and this and that and like what different types of strategies they were using. So I just started messaging people on Facebook like, hey, you know, do you have any type of advice for me? I'm kind of brand new to this. I'm trying to figure out how, like, why it's not working for me. And I met somebody on Facebook that they were sending me links, you know. It was a real cool guy. He was telling me how he's been doing it for like 6 months. So me and him started around the same time. I paid for a course, he didn't pay for a course. And honestly, the course that I paid for, it kind of delayed me because I didn't really benefit from the course. So he just went off of the free knowledge and he was watching a lot of YouTube videos and figuring out different strategies. So then he started directing me to the YouTube videos of like reverse sourcing and how to find the product and then contact the supplier, where I was finding the supplier and then trying to find the product. And what you learn from doing that is you could contact 100 different people, get 10 of them to send you a list, and out of those 10 people, none of them have profitable products. So when I started doing it the reverse way, which I wanted to do in the beginning, but I was listening to the guy in the course, the person whose course I purchased, it just wasn't working. So then I was like, you know, I'm gonna do it my own way. So I started doing reverse sourcing. But the thing with reverse sourcing is it takes a lot more time than finding the supplier. I was understanding this is going to take me a very, very long time to scale it just because I don't have enough time to work towards this or work on this. And I was falling behind. I was trying to play catch up. What I ended up doing was I ended up hiring a virtual assistant from the Philippines, and all I would have him do is find products all day. So I was finding about 10 products a day by myself, and I ended up hiring him so he could work 8 hours a day on it 5 days a week, and he was sending me about 100 products every 2 days. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, he's doing 10 times the amount of work that I'm doing. And it got to the point where it was like I didn't even have to do my little 4 hours a day or anything like that, because he was sending me so many products that it became, I had more products than I had money to order them. So now my goal was to get the money to order the products. So then I started ordering the products, and that became like my strategy. I was like, okay, I hired a virtual assistant to just find products for me all day long. And when you get a virtual assistant that's in like another country, like the Philippines, or I don't know any other countries that have a lot of virtual assistants, but I know the Philippines, they have a lot. And he was very professional. He even kind of showed me things about the business that I didn't really know of. Not saying that like he was like some like super genius, but his whole strategy of like how he approached it was very, 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 very professional. Like, everything was to a T. And that's what helped me scale my business so quickly, because he was taking care of everything. And then all it was for me was I would tell him how many units of a product I would want to order, and he would go to the website, add it to the cart, and then send me the checkout link. So I would just click on the checkout link, put in my debit card information, buy the products, and it would ship directly to Amazon. So he did all the negotiating, did all the setting up. He would get all the invoices for me. He was pretty much doing everything for me, and that's still what he does to this day. He still works for me. So now I have him as a virtual assistant, and then I have another virtual assistant. And that was like my whole strategy. I was like, wow, like, I didn't have the time. I had a little bit of money. I didn't have a lot of money, but I had more money than I had time at the moment. And I'm not saying like I was making a shit ton of money, because I really wasn't. But I understood that I couldn't grow it by myself. And when it comes to business, you can't grow a business by yourself. You need a team behind you. If you look at any like super entrepreneur, they have a team around them. If you look at Grant Cardone, he's got a huge team behind him. I was just watching Kevin Hart's documentary called Don't Fuck This Up. And if you look at him, he has a team around him. Everybody has a team around him. But a lot of entrepreneurs get caught up in like the self-made, like I'm a self-made entrepreneur. I did everything by myself. I did all the sourcing by myself. I did all the ordering by myself. I did everything by myself. I'm a one-man show. For two, all the money that I put into my business, when it comes out of my business, I put it right back into my business. So I get the revenue and the profit. Whatever I make in profit goes directly towards another product, or it goes back into that product. And once I put money into my business, it belongs to the business. It no longer belongs to me. So whatever comes out of that business goes right back into the business. And then when I get my checks from my job, half of that check goes into my business, and the other half is what I have to live on. So my whole strategy with this is stay broke until being broke is being rich. And I know that sounds crazy, but it just hit me one day. I was thinking about it. I think I had just woke up in the morning. I was brushing my teeth, and I just thought about it. Because I've always heard entrepreneurs talk about staying broke, and then it hit me. I was like, stay broke until being broke is being rich. So if I'm living off 40% of my income and I'm putting all this money into this business, and say I start living off of my business and I'm only living off of 40%, or say I'm living off 10% of my income from my business. Once that 10% gets to the point where I'm comfortable, I'm, secure. Like, I don't ever want to get comfortable, but what I'm saying is when that 10% is like wealthy or rich or, you know, a good chunk of change, that's the goal. You know, make this thing so big that even if I'm only getting 10% of it, I still have money. You know what I mean? But that's basically what I've been doing with my income. I've been doing that for the longest, and it's working for me. That's my whole strategy, and that's what made my business grow. And my business, I'm not gonna say like I'm making like a ton of money. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I set goals for myself and I challenge myself, and you know, pretty much like I have a goal that I set on the first of this year. Today is the 20th of January. I set this goal on the first of this year, and I said by April I wanted to reach this goal. And now, just today, I had just looked at my income and what I believe that I'm going to make, and I believe by the end of February I'm going to reach the goal that I set for April. So it's like, it's crazy how fast it's growing, and it's crazy how much is falling into place, because like I said, I set a goal for April and I'm gonna hit it by February. And I'm not saying that to be cocky or anything like that. What I'm saying is, you know, set goals for yourself, challenge yourself, and then, you know, make unrealistic goals and try to achieve them. But that's why my business is growing now. But I would say the reason I'm gonna hit this goal in February than April was because, like I said, I put half of my income into my business every paycheck that I get. But since the first of this year, I've been putting in about 80% of my paycheck, and I've been cutting down on groceries. I've been cutting down on whatever I could minimize when it comes to my expenses. I'm trying to minimize it and take that money and put it into the company because I want to grow it a lot faster, and it's actually been working for me. But mainly my strategy, I would say, is outsourcing and trying to build a team around myself rather than trying to do everything by myself, because me as a person, I'm very, very, very busy, and I have a billion things to do from the moment I wake up to the moment that I go to sleep. So I understood very quickly that there was no way that I could grow my business at the amount that I wanted to and as quickly as I wanted to without having a team around me. So I had to outsource and hire VAs. And a lot of people look down on that, and they say you shouldn't hire VAs until you're, you know, ready to step away from your business. Like, once you're already established with your business and your business is pretty much growing by itself, then you should hire a VA to manage it. But I understood that I couldn't really, the main thing that I was lacking in was the product research, because I didn't have a lot of time to do it, and it's very tedious and time consuming work. So I hired someone to do it for me, and it really helped my business scale very, very quickly. So just wanted to make this quick video to talk about my strategy and how to grow your company and how to grow with the people around you. You know, build you a team around you, even if it's your brother, your cousin, your nephew, whoever it is. If you have people around you and have people help you grow your business, it's going to grow a lot faster than if you're trying to do it by yourself. And that's been my strategy. It worked for me. And like I said, I failed at this business with this product before I succeeded. So I learned from my mistakes, and I learned that I couldn't do it by myself, and that's why I ended up hiring a VA. But it worked for me. Maybe it'll work for you. But if you like this video and you believe that I gave you any type of, you know, jewels or any type of knowledgeable information, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share with anybody else that you think it could benefit from this video. And I'll see you in the next video.